If you believe another will not accept you or another does not like you, could it be a possibility that that is merely just a reflection of your belief system? If we come back to the law of attraction, the law of mirroring, how much of what we see through our filtered lens is based on pure objective truth? And how much is based on looking through a filtered perspective based on a belief system that I might still be having about myself? I mention this today because I want to bring your awareness to the fact that a lot of what we base the definitions about ourselves, about who we are, about our value, our expression, our significance, our worthiness, a lot of it is, most of it, if not all, is based purely on what we believe ourselves to be. And what we are seeing in our external world is merely just a mirage or a mirror reflecting back to us parts of ourselves that we have denied, disowned, suppressed. Beloved Master, we came here, you came here to be a fully embodied, individualized expression of Source God consciousness. Fully embodied and individualized expression. And this, in order to be this, in order to embody this, we need to learn how to be the soul that we are. We need to allow ourselves to be the soul that we are, and not the one searching for it. I'm thinking of this analogy of, when we're on the spiritual journey, initially we wake up, right? And we realize, oh my goodness, I've been creating my reality all along, whether unconsciously or consciously. And we start to realize that we are not just the actor in the movie, but also the director. But what tends to happen then over time is we tend to then think, or we cultivate this form of thinking. We think, okay, well, if I am the actor and the director of this movie, maybe I can change a few things. Maybe I can change the way certain things unfold or the way things needed to go about. But what we say to you today, beloved, is that perspective, that intention, it still stems from the ego of the actor, does it not? That in order to truly grow, in order to truly awaken, in order to truly embody higher states of consciousness, we need to take the perspective of the director of the story. Because only from the perspective of the director of the story are we able to truly understand why things occur the way that they do. For life is amazingly perfect and precise in the way that it unfolds. Life, your individualized life path, is perfect and precise in the way that it unfolds for you. For your God divine self has orchestrated everything in co-creation with you. And I know that there are parts along the way where we are in resistance to what is happening because it feels so uncomfortable. We go through bad things. We go through things that challenge us in the most intense ways. We go through things that break our hearts and diminish our essence, or at least initially that's what it does. From the perspective of the actor, that's how it feels. But when we step back for a moment and we start to take the perspective or the omni view of the director, of our higher divine selves, we can clearly see the bigger picture. We can clearly see how those moments of intensity, of challenge, of trauma, of negativity were precisely designed to push you into greater expansion so that you could heal certain things, certain wounds, so that you can move through certain soul lessons. You see, beloved, as souls, we are here on this planet, if you want to say, to experience ourselves through as different expressions of God, or if you would like to view it as a training ground where we are merely just on a path of realization and remembering, and in future we are spirit guides and ascended masters and archangels for beings that are still yet to incarnate here on earth. We are on a soul's journey. No matter how messy it looks, we are on our soul's journey, and every part of it is grace. Every part of it is miraculous. Every part of it is designed to bring you back home to yourself. When life challenges you, beloved master, it is only but calling you into a greater perspective. It is only but calling you into greater remembrance of who and what you are. And it's not that we should bypass the messiness of life. In fact, we should be in the messiness of life, because it is the soul's journey, is it not? And we've come here to have these denser and high vibrational experiences, have we not? And right now, on your individualized journey, you're sitting in the sacred containers, in the sacred container, where as a masterful being, you are realizing yourself as more masterful than you ever had before. You're realizing yourself as one with your God, with Source. You are creating and making space within your being so that you can truly show yourself how you can heal, transform, and embody your greatest potentiality. You've already done it. It is already done. And so for now, I invite you, beloved masters, to take a moment with me in this sacred space. And just come into the heart space, stepping over the threshold and into the heart center, the heart sanctum. And stay here with me for a moment.